Merry Christmas, everyone. My name is Adam Toledano. I'm the Chief Executive Officer and President of Toledo Capital Advisors, a B2B marketing and sales consultancy providing revenue growth services to companies around the world. Today on Revenue Growth Tip, we're going to be discussing why it's important for you to have a sales and marketing strategy and that alignment is clear between the sales department and the marketing department. It's very important for us to go over this topic, and I'm excited for you to let you in on some tips and secrets of the B2B sales and marketing landscape. So let's start off. So the premise for this video today is essentially questions regarding why most B2B organizations fail at marketing and consequently at sales. The idea is that marketing is an art less than it is a science. Yes, you do need to have a good handle on your analytics, on your marketing budget, and you definitely need to touch up on digital marketing. Now, the problem is with most B2B organizations today is that they focus too much on the latter, which is digital marketing, social media ads, pay-per-click advertising, and they're less focused on traditional marketing approaches. Moreover, they're actually not even strategizing enough and not doing enough market insights or market research into their industry and product and market verticals. I want to dive a little deeper into these aforementioned reasons as to why they're not working and give you some tips and secrets that worked for me and my clients throughout even the pandemic. So let's just touch up on why organizations fail. And the reason is primarily because there's a lack of strategy and alignment between the sales department and the marketing department. Sales and marketing are, synonymous in my opinion. They need to be coordinated together, and objectives and goals for those departments need to be aligned. What the marketing does affects sales, and what sales reports and does affects marketing. Quite simply, an effective marketing strategy consists of one, having up to date market information on what is happening in your industry to make strategic and tactical decisions to conquer market share, because that's the goal. Two, you need 100% collaboration between both departments to complete mutual goals. And three, you absolutely must return to some traditional marketing strategies to find success in your marketing strategy. So first things first, let's discuss strategy. What does that mean? Today, the internet has enabled us to make much quicker and informed decisions. We have access to a plethora of information 24/7 and within seconds. And data, with that being said, is always evolving. What that tells us is that we have to continuously educate ourselves on our markets and our solutions and how we can best serve our customers. Now, whether you're looking to launch a new product line or penetrate a new market, a new geographic region, understand different customer profiles, which are extremely important and really less or not focused at all in B2B organizations, you must have a good handle on your sales and marketing strategy. To strategize effectively, initially, you must have good market research or insights. Thorough market insights helps your team understand the basics of your industry. Some of the goals of your market report must be, or when it's tailored, can be understanding new product trends and innovations, understanding any market fragmentation or consolidation in the industry by big players, getting a sense of the competitive landscape and what competitors are doing and how we can differentiate from the crowd, understanding market values for different SKUs or new product lines that are coming to fruition. And lastly, but very important and underutilized, is understanding buyer and customer profiles. These are extremely important because they allow you to tailor your messaging. So to position your company, your people, so your sales force, your marketing department, as well as your solutions, both either services or products that you provide, you must understand what the overall landscape is looking like. You have to have that holistic understanding, and that it's tailored to your particular need. And essentially, any market research, insightful market research, has to answer the following questions. One, where can we strategically enter to defend or gain market share? Second, what products are our customers looking for the most? Third, and not least again, what messaging will work for our prospective customers? And this is where the customer profiles come in. It's not a simple step. You definitely have to start off with lightly, and you can do this with a quick Google search. But ideally, you need something that's really tailored and that is like maybe a meta-analysis of all the studies out there. That's where traditional business and marketing consultants come in to really help you out and figure it out. Because typically in organizations, marketing is either not looked at carefully, there is a lack of resources or in-house capabilities to do the appropriate research and strategic insights, or it's just not really a concern and they rather just plunge money, the whole marketing budget, into digital marketing, so pay-per-click advertising, social media, etc. All those are great, don't get me wrong, but they're meant to supplement or complement traditional marketing and the strategy and the market research. But more on that later. Next, you have to create, once you have your strategy aligned with your market research and you have data on the landscape, it's time to create a marketing and business development plan, both of which are critical for you to really succeed and maximize both your marketing campaigns and your sales initiatives. The idea of the strategy and the market insights is that it enables your team and your company to start thinking about tactical and strategic decisions more objectively. Not subjectively, not with your gut feeling, but really what the data is pointing to. Executives understand where the highest ROI opportunities lie in the marketplace, and then managers know more effectively how to deploy and allocate the resources, both capital and human, more effectively. Lastly, and very important, is that often organizations are straddling or they're hurting because there's resource exhaustion. So essentially, you don't have enough employees or you don't have enough of a sales force because you're all over the place. So strategizing effectively with a marketing report, a market research report, will really enable you to design your organization and not exhaust resources. Wouldn't that be nice, huh? We all have that problem in our companies, and it's time that we become aware of them and to solve those. Now, in terms of a marketing and business development plan, what do those entail? Let's start with the business development plan. The business development plan will enable your sales force to really strategically select target accounts and to really go after them, right? Identifying 30 or 50, however much leads that you can handle at once, right? Typically, I would say 30, that we have a defined or presumed problem that we can solve for them, right? And then that comes in with the buyer profile that you did in your market research report. And then, the sequence of how you're going to deploy your sales process then, right? So that's the business development plan. Now, the market research, the marketing plan, that's a whole different ballgame. This is where it's your components of branding are going to come into place. What kind of content are you going to deliver weekly in terms of articles, blogs, newsletters? Are you going to do white papers? Do you need some case studies to back up with your claims because you're in a highly technical industry and you need a display and convey confidence to your prospective buyers? Do you have testimonials that you could get a handle in? All of these are very important because you're going to have to develop a strategy to deploy this content, right? A sequence, right? And the whole idea is that you repurpose your IP, your intellectual property, because people, and this is a secret tip, most people consume information in different ways. Some like to hear it, others like to view it, and most like to read about it. Or actually, scratch that, very little like to read these days. So it's important that you really, really think strategically and tactically about how you're going to deploy your marketing strategy. Now, step 4, setting your goals. We talked about this earlier, is that there needs to be an alignment between the sales and marketing teams. Even if it's a small team, you really have to align them. And goal setting is really instrumental to marketing strategy. Without a clear direction on your objectives for the quarter or the year, achieving good results is most likely impossible. In fact, it's a surefire way of blowing up your marketing budget into the ground. Goals help us boost employee motivation, encourage accountability, and it ensures commitment by all to attain the quarterly and annual goals that have been set forth and agreed upon. Now, my goal here is not to tell you which goals you should be focusing on, because that really depends on your company, and it really takes thought and a strategic mind to really start diving deep into this. But you can start brainstorming, right? And getting the buy-in or collaboration from downstream employees. That's very important. Now, I'm going to discuss actually how to organize and set up your goals, like the top companies do at Google, Microsoft. And the method here is called objectives and key results. And it was really made famous and coined by John Doerr in his book, Measure What Matters, and OKR framework to 10x your sales growth. Okay. So the idea with the OKR framework, objectives and key results, is that the goals at the executive level are cascading down to management level and down to lower level employees. It's really awesome, and it really works extremely well both at my company in Toledo, but as well for our clients. So let's look over an example. For example, let's say we are a manufacturer of e-commerce packaging in Eastern Canada, and we are looking to conquer market share in Western Canada. Following after our market insights, we might choose the following cascade goals for our organization. So the CEO, myself, would have the objective: become the second market leader in packaging in Western Canada by December 2021. And that will be an annual objective. It's really ambitious. We have no market presence there, but it's a stretch goal that will push my team to really pursue and deploy this strategy effectively. Now, we're going to measure how we achieve our objective with the key results. And typically, you want to have 2, 3, maybe max 5 key results per objective. So my key result number 1 would be engage with 10 medium-sized prospects and close 20% as new customers by Q1 2021. That will be a sales goal. Now, key result number 2, complete new product catalog for Western Canada by Q1 2021. That's a marketing key result. And then a key result number 3 is secure 2 distribution channels in Western Canada, both direct and retail, by Q1 2021. And that's an operations one. So notice how our key results are really tied to a specific department into our organization: sales, marketing, operations, respectively. The idea is that now my key results become, respectively, each department's objective. So my sales manager will have an objective: engage with 10 medium-sized prospects and close 20% as new customers by Q1 2021. And his key result will be generate 5 proposals with interested partners by February 15th, 2021. And maybe a key result number 2 would be, cold call 50 prospects a day and generate 5 meetings, which translates to a 10% conversion by February 15th, 2021. Notice how the key results are measurable, they're specific, and they're either yes or no that you achieve them or not. You can measure your progress like that. And it's very important because if we are to achieve our objectives, we have to know how we're progressing towards achieving that goal. Now, you get the idea. I will not get into further details about goal setting. For the purposes of KDV, this video, very simple and short. If you want and have more questions about this, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, or write to me at adam.toledano@toledocapitaladvisors.com, and shoot some questions if you want me to discuss a specific topic on this in my next video. Now, going back to our marketing strategy, for it to work effectively, goals need to be transparent across all departments and all times. So what I mean by this is that sales must know where marketing is in their progress, and in turn, operations must know how sales is progressing. So it's a virtuous cycle. When everyone is aligned and everyone's collaborating, the sky's the limit, because people are really aligned on the same objective, and there can be collaboration, right? My salesperson can go for feedback or tips on the marketing department or the operations, and vice versa. Now, the meat of this video is returning to traditional marketing. That's step 5. Remember, okay, in the beginning, I told you that most B2B organizations are focusing too much on digital marketing strategies and very less so on traditional marketing. What I mean by traditional marketing, or offline marketing per se, is anything that doesn't involve pay-per-click advertising, and to a very lower extent, social media marketing. Like before, we said before, those work especially well in B2C businesses. But in the B2B, climate is different for numerous reasons, but mostly chiefly is that the buying cycle is longer, and the purchasing decisions usually involve multiple other stakeholders, and it's more of an ROI based decision rather than an emotional decision. Now, we can put emphasis on the following techniques that really work wonders, and I really urge you to deploy them effectively. One, develop some case studies on your past clients or current clients if you have permission from them. These are supposed to be short, very short reads, like 2-minute reads, clear, with an introduction, the problem of the client, the solution you propose, and the value in bullet point form. Now, these act as sales weapons. Your sales force will be able to deploy these valuable insights and past work to their prospects, both in their first outreach and in follow-ups. It also consists of proof of work. It enables prospects to be more comfortable in investing in your services because it actually works, right? Your solutions, your products, or your service works for them, for their peers, so it's going to probably work for them. And third, it demonstrates professionalism. It shows that you really care about delivering results, aka value, to your clients. Case studies are simple to do, but a bit long. It requires a good content strategy and dedication to return to traditional marketing. Another sales weapon that I love is testimonials. Testimonials are really a social proof mechanism. That's what they act as of. When I see a CEO refer to a marketing agency as a stellar job that they provided, they increased their return on the ad spend by 15%, I want to listen as a CEO, right? So it acts to inform prospects that a peer competitor in their industry vouches for your services and was significantly improved by their engagement with you. Now, ain't that nice, right? Shouldn't we tickle each other when that happens? Imagine you're the CEO, right, of a company, and someone approaches you with a testimonial of another company that's similar to yours, and you have similar problems. Imagine that. So they act as sales weapons as well. They're proof of work. They're professional, and it also provides social proof. Last but not least, one of my favorite strategies that works very effectively and depends again on your industry where appropriate is webinars. Webinars are like online seminars, but on the web. And the idea is to educate our market, our target buyers or profile buyers, to a problem that's happening in the industry, like whether it's a trend, a new innovation, whatever it might be. Discuss it at length with experts on the panel, and then from there, touch up lightly. This is not supposed to be a pitch, but really touch up lightly on how your services, your product, or your solution can solve that problem. And there's more on that on my blog at ToledoCapitalAdvisors.com/insights. Thank you very much. This was our Christmas holiday revenue growth tip of the week. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Good luck on your future endeavors. And remember, strategize to align your sales and marketing efforts together, do your market research, and return to traditional marketing. Thank you. Have a great day. Goodbye.